What's up, guys? I'm Joe Hatago from Authentic African, and it's over. And you want to know what that means? Then this is the video for you. There we go. There it is. All right. So we are back, and I said it's over, right? So if you guys want to know what that means, stay tuned. Stay tuned. My bed is a little messy because I got an order from Amazon today, and all my stuff is over there. So let me see if I can turn this way so you don't have to see all of that. It's still a bunch of stuff there, but I got an Amazon delivery today, so all of my stuff is there. So we're gonna give it a second for people to get on. There's a lot to talk about today. We're gonna keep it short though. This is not gonna be a long live. This is gonna be one of those where we address some things and then we move on. That's it. So who do we have? First of all, if you can hear me and can see me, give me a thumbs up and tell me where you're watching from, so I know who's here and where they're watching from. So you guys let me know. Oh, my hair, man. I wore a hat yesterday. That's what happens when you wear a hat. Your hair just gets all matted down. Even no matter what you try to do with it, it gets matted down and it's like that. So anyway, you guys let me know if you guys can hear me and if you guys can see me. Let me know. Let me know. People are watching from all different platforms now. So we are live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Like I said, it's going to be a short one. Not going to be a long one, but I said it's over, and I'm going to explain what that means in just a second. So if you guys can just let me know. Okay, so we have GRNS from NC. We got Adrian from Maryland. Cool. So we're gonna get right into it. It's not gonna be a long one. So a few weeks ago, well, last week, first of all, thanks to everybody who tuned in last week to watch the episode with Alita, sorry. It was a great conversation about Ghana and her moving to Ghana and her building a substantial business there. So we talked a lot about that. We talked about her business. We talked about how many people she's helped. There have been some interesting comments on the video afterwards. If you guys are interested, go back and watch it. But the week before that, I said, I need your help. You know, I was saying I moved to the US and I'm lost and I need your help. And the help that I needed was what topics and what content should I cover? And now I think we are in a place where we know what that's going to look like. And I want to thank you guys for helping me. So, number one, Manelik's here. Shout out to Manelik. This guy was instrumental for a while in helping, put together all the elements of the videos that you guys, if you guys ever watched any videos and you guys saw the chapters on any of the lives, you watch any of the replays, Manelik was one of the people who really helped with that very early on. So much appreciated, Manelik. Um, so so the conversation last week was good. The week before, I was saying I need your help, and I got your help. You know, many of you guys replied back with different comments and thoughts. And here's where we landed. And you guys are watching today, and you're watching the replay because many more people end up watching the replay. You guys will have to let me know. Mr. London Boy for Life said, "What's good, Jay? How you doing?" I'm good, good. So, a couple different things. You know, many people wanted to hear from other people who are living on the continent currently, and so I'm in conversations right now with someone for next week. Preliminary discussions, but it's looking good. It's looking like he'll be able to join. It's somebody who you guys will recognize if you follow me on Instagram at all, or if you just have been paying attention at all. It's someone you recognize. So hopefully he'll be able to join next week. We're just working out the logistics, and if he can, it'll be a really, really good interview. But basically, we're interviewing people that are on the continent, what their experience is like, what they're doing, building a business. If they're, some cases we'll ask about dating. Most cases we'll ask about their businesses and if they have a job, what their housing situation is like, why they chose the country they're in. and just know understanding a little bit more about their business and the decision it took to make the move, to the continent of Africa. So that's one group of people we're going to interview. Another group of people we're going to be interviewing here is folks who go back and forth, like myself. I'm planning to go back in about 2 months. I'll be there for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and we want to talk to folks who are going back and forth and what they're doing and why they're going back and forth. Because the goal of this platform is to help you guys all make a decision, whether that's to invest, to move, or to visit. And so, if you can hear from other people who've made those decisions already, it may help you in your decision making process. So, that's the goal of this platform. And so, we'll continue to tell those stories. Although I am no longer spending 90% of my time on the continent, I am going to be going back and forth, but I also want to make sure I share stories with the folks who are spending that much time on the continent, or close to 50%. So that's one piece. So that's two pieces. Sorry. So people who are there full time, people who are traveling back and forth, and then other human interest stories, things and topics all about the continent that people want to know about. We're going to do conversations specifically around, you know, with panels talking about businesses in general. We're going to talk about real estate in general. We're going to pick specific countries where we've lived, or people who we have as experts who have been there and who live there and who are building businesses and real estate in those places, to talk about their personal experiences. We're going to talk about love and relationships on the continent of Africa. Those are topics that will be coming up. I will no longer be telling my stories. It will be other people's stories. Which I think are going to be really interesting. And I mean, it's been a while since I told any of my own stories anyway, but we'll be telling more of those stories. And so beyond that, we will still do news every once in a while. That's still a plan. If you want Sierra Leone specific content, I will be going live with Sierra Leoneans killing it at least once a week, whether it's just myself or myself and Admire, who is the CEO of Sierra Leoneans Killing It, or the founder. And we'll talk about Sierra Leone specific news. I no longer will be doing that on this particular channel, or not this particular live, because I don't think it serves everyone best in the long run, because Sierra Leone is not the full continent, right? And it's not most people's experiences. I mean, a good number of you all who follow the platform do travel to Sierra Leone or have gotten your citizenship, but that's not something that we're going to focus on this particular live. So the 5 p.m. Eastern, well, as of right now, 9 p.m. GMT at all times. The 9 p.m. GMT live is going to be specific to the topics that we've discussed. But yeah, so we're going to be telling those stories. And it was an overwhelming amount of feedback, and it really is all along those same lines. I think that's what everybody wants to hear about. We're also going to talk about other things besides business, besides love life, besides people living there, other topical items. One of the things I think is going to be interesting to talk about is I want to get people's perspectives on the partnerships that the continent of Africa is doing with different countries that are not the United States or not the Europe. So, these partnerships that they're going into with China and Russia, and what those relationships are like. So we'll be telling those stories too. We'll be talking about that and getting people's opinions and thoughts on that. But yeah, so that's going to be the main plan for the platform moving forward. Adrian says, I'm checking out Belize. I feel the motherland is too far away. I hope you will travel there, not to discourage, but we should explore all parts of the diaspora. Yeah, I've been to Belize before, actually. I went to Belize in 2010. So yeah, Belize was a great trip. Wasn't there long. I think I was there for like 24 hours there on a cruise. And so, but yeah, I definitely would recommend going to Belize for those of you who haven't. It was a short trip, but it was a good one. But yeah, I'm traveling to other parts of the diaspora as well. But the continent of Africa is my main focus. Obviously, the platform is Authentic African, right? But I am not going to exclude the diaspora for sure. But yeah, so I really wanted to get on here today and really just tell you guys that. I mean, that is the main update I have for you guys today. It's not going to be a long live. That is really just the main core tenets of what I wanted to talk about today. I'm in Florida right now, as you probably can see. That's my nephew and my sister. Um, Many years ago for both of them. One a lot longer ago than the other. But yeah, so I'm in Florida right now. I'll be here probably another week, and then I'll be back in New York, and we'll be back on a regularly scheduled programming. I am looking to bring on some additional guests though, so be on the lookout for panel discussions for guests. This live here is going to change a bit, and so be prepared for that over the next few weeks. Make sure you stay tuned. I will every once in a while still come on and do like if you have any frequently asked questions, I'll be down to answer questions for people. But this live is more going to be about the folks who are living on the continent besides just myself, and traveling back and forth. All right, cool. With that, guys, I think that's gonna be it. We're gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna make this any much longer than it needs to be. I got some places to go, things to do, people to see, and today was one of those days that I didn't get a chance to really put together an extensive live. It's been oh, I guess I should give you one update before we go. I have a new full-time role, a full-time job now. And I'll tell you guys more about it at a separate date. But it's exciting to be back in the field. Definitely am keeping busy for sure, but it's a good thing. It's busy and productive, and so I'm excited to share more about that with you guys. I'll be traveling a little bit more within the States because of this job. And so you guys will catch me in the DMV, you'll catch me in Atlanta, you'll catch me in New York, Denver, LA. I'll be in all kinds of different places, going live from those places in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. I think you'll find these conversations interesting, and and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. So with that, guys, thanks for watching. As always, I know this was a short one, but I'll see you all on the next